So I know one of the things that's top of mind for everyone is with the whole commission stuff is about how you guys as a buyer's agent, you're going to have to prove your worth because of the transparency. But I had a quick story of a experience that I had a couple of weeks ago where it's a different industry, but they completely proved their worth to me. And I didn't even know what the experience was going to end up like, but they proved their worth. And I have found a lot of correlations between the two. So so we went to Disney a few weeks ago. And when I was planning for Disney, I was researching like crazy. I am a researcher. And Disney's already expensive on its own. They've got the tickets that are like $200 a person for one day. But they have a new thing that is an add-on that is insane to me and so confusing. It's called Genie Plus. And what Genie Plus does is it acts like, I guess, the Fast Pass, Fast Lane. And you buy the Genie Plus pass the day of, you have to wait till the day of, and then you can book a ride through the Lightning Lane. Once you've checked in for that ride, then you can book your next one when you checked in. But the timing isn't like immediate. It is when you checked in, you may have like a 2-hour wait for that ride. Then when you check in for it, you may have another 2-hour wait for the next ride. And so it's very frustrating. It's very confusing. And in between, if there's more than 2-hour wait time, you could actually book another one in between, but you're looking at all the rides you're interested in to see which one you'd want to. And you may be heading from one side of the park to the other to do it. And then in addition to that, if you have in between time, you're looking to see what the normal wait times are for other rides to see if they're short enough where it makes sense to go quickly on them. I mean, people are on their phone all day long doing this, running out of battery power. I mean, to me, it's a stupid process. And I was determined to find a simpler way. So I started searching for a company that does it for you. And I found one. I found one that's online, that they do it digitally or virtually for you. So they do your Genie Plus, they book your Lightning Lanes, they help you book your meals, they help you know where you're heading. It was so incredible. So I had a couple of calls with them before the day of Disney because they wanted to know all the details. Who's going with us? What are the ages? What's important? How tall is Daniela so we know which ride she can go on? What meals we may want to have, the timing, everything. They knew so much about the day for me. Then the day actually arrived. Now, one thing that I booked that they did not love is I booked a character breakfast about 30 minutes before the park opened. Well, to them, that's valuable time to get on the rides we want, right? But I really wanted that character breakfast for Daniela. So when we arrived, he started texting me, "Good morning, Jennifer and family. I know you guys are at breakfast. Here's my tip. Here's my tip for you guys to do. As soon as you sit down and order your food, ask for the check. That way you don't have to wait for the check and you can get it paid quickly as soon as you're done eating. Then after you're done, I want you to go outside the hotel, take a right, go down the pathway to start walking to the Magic Kingdom. I'm not telling you have to run, but you definitely need to walk with purpose." Then he sent us a little map in the text there where he drew exactly the walk path that we needed to take to our first ride. He did this for everything. So when we were done with that ride, we would click check in, and when we were done with it, then he would book our next one. But in between, he'd say, "Oh, it looks like while we're waiting for this one, there's a ride that only has a 10-minute wait close by. Go to this one." And then he'd send the picture again with a drawing of where we walk to. Your entrance will be on the right, all the details. Even at one point, he said, I messaged him and said, "Daniela really wants some popcorn. Can we stop and do that?" And he said, "You know what? Your next ride is Aladdin. When you get there, there is a popcorn cart immediately across from your Lightning Lane entrance. Go get it there and then go get in line for your ride." I mean, it was just like bam, 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 bam. Well, by the end of it, he had booked us 16 attractions. From what I understand, without someone like him, most people with Genie Plus get 4. We got 16. That was the first thing that I was like, this is kind of similar, because without a realtor, how many houses can somebody see? With a realtor, how many houses can somebody see? A huge difference, I'm sure. So this guy was incredible. I promise that I will never do Disney without him. I promise that the amount I spent was $1,300. I will never not do that again. Completely worth it. The text that I have is him just telling me, all right, now you go here. All right, perfect, you're done there. Now you go here. All right, this is where you're going. You're gonna go to the right. You're gonna do this. All right, the popcorn's over here. You're ready for lunch? Okay, tell me what you guys wanna eat. I'll tell you what's around you. I mean, it was so cool. So thinking about it, I was like, number one, you guys are gonna be able to prove your value. We gotta change the mind shift a little bit. But there's 4 ways that I thought of that I wanted to just tell you guys. Number one, the way I found this place and the way I trusted them without knowing if they were gonna be good or not was reviews. I was looking at all the reviews to make sure that when I spent my money, that it was gonna be good. Make sure and start ramping up your reviews. Get your friends and family to make your reviews for you. The second thing is tell your clients everything. I think it's so easy for you guys to check in on things like checking in to see if title work's in or checking in to see if the appraisal's ordered, but you don't tell your clients. You guys are doing it naturally, but you're not informing them. But why not inform them? Tell them, hey guys, just wanted to let you know I checked in to see if the appraisal's ready or is ordered yet, and they let me know this. Or I checked in to see when the appraiser's going out and they let me know this. Keeping them completely informed shows your value on what you're doing along the way. Also, what if you added in your own wows? I wrote down a couple of wows. What if when you're on the hunt with the clients and you guys have 10 houses to look at and you know they have kiddos, if you research to see where a nice gas station was in between the houses, to say, hey guys, after house 4, I know there's a really nice gas station across the main street. Why don't we hop over there so that you guys can do a potty break and grab some snacks? What if you knew the kids were coming, you brought a little bag of some snacks? Those would be wows. Another wow I thought of is at closing, what if you had complete instructions for the city that they're buying in of how to turn on the water? That is the final thing that they've got to do.